Ladies and gentlemen, grab your seats, grab your gum. It's time for some Dirt and Turf. With the Dirt and Turf podcast, I am, of course, Cobra, and joining me is Cat. And we're supposed to have a couple of guests. We're supposed to have Ben and Tylor coming in, but
they're not here yet.
Always, I swear, we say a set time and they don't show up. It's like, come on, guys.
Life sometimes, but
I don't buy that. I think they do it on purpose because they say they're gonna come, but it's like, what? Come on.
They just want to annoy you, Cobra. Come on.
Of course they do. They did this shit with Ricky, and they're doing this shit with me. And now we know why Ricky left the Social Fed podcast. Because every time he tried to get something done, they'd fuck around and do this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, guys, consistency. So let's get to the podcast. Let's not rip on our friends here. But here's the thing. Today, the All-Star game was this week.
Yes.
And the AL once again showed their superiority over the NL by absolutely putting on a clinic, and it was, I believe, 5-3. I think that was the final score.
I think you're right.
Yep. It was.
I actually didn't even get a chance to watch it because life. But my oldest had a baseball camp all week.
Yep.
Nice. And that just kind of ruled our lives this week.
Sounds about right.
Not a bad thing. It actually was amazing and wonderful, and she got a coach's award at the end of the camp today, and
right.
That was cool. But
so
I would love to talk some theories about why the AL seems to be so dominant with the All-Star game.
Well, a lot. I could definitely tell you a lot of that was because the closer Mason Miller. Remember, I was talking about there was an athletic on the All-Star game. Well, he struck out famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani, and he threw 103.6 miles per hour. So there is some gas.
Holy cow!
There is some gas in the AL. And not,
it's funny. I've never gone that fast in a car.
No,
like these guys are pitching faster than I've ever driven in a car.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like the All-Star game not helping to decide like a home field advantage. A whole lot of people didn't like that, but I mean, it kind of put some stakes on the game,
and it made the All-Star game actually worth it. For the players. I mean, that's why
it wasn't just some kind of like exhibition game.
Yeah, which is why a lot of players poo-pooed all over it. I hate to. So, and now before the All-Star game, there was the Home Run Derby.
Oh yes. How do you feel about the Home Run Derby, Cobra?
Well, how I feel about the Home Run Derby is I think it's too short. It used to be back in my day, and now I sound old, that it was, you had your best home run hitters, you had 10 outs. Then of course the biggest piece of crap commissioner, Rob Manfred, decided, you know what, we need to make it actually 3 outs. Pretty much disabling the greatest thing about one of the great things about baseball, and that is the home run. So it needs a compromise. It does. It needs a compromise to basically say, hey, we acknowledge, we know we can't go back to 10 outs because, hey, we got a time limit, yada yada blah blah. But can we do a compromise and just go, hey, let's do 6 outs? Like make it actually worth the price of admission that unfortunately inflation is destroying us and will not get better until you tax the rich. But anywho, so congratulations to Teoscar Hernandez, who was the winner of the home run derby.
Yeah.
And also we had Marcell Ozuna launching a 473-foot home run in his home run derby debut. So well done, Marcell Ozuna.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
I think you're right, though. I think 3 outs, because that's literally 1 at bat that they're expecting these guys to hit all these home runs. The record of home runs in the home run derby, I think, is like 80, 81, 91, some ridiculous number of home runs.
It's not that bad, realistically. But at the same time, it's you want things to be worth the cost of admission, and here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're having issues.
Hold on, I found it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. My screen refreshed. Oh, there it is. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. scored 91 runs during the 2019 home run derby.
That was definitely.
And how many outs did he get in 2019 though?
29 MLB home run derby 2019, home run derby 2019.
And also, is that total of 91 runs, or was that just in one?
So
I think that's a total because Pete Alonso scored 35 runs in the first round of the 2021 home run derby.
So, it did not say how many outs. It looks like. I mean, it doesn't say.
Because I can't remember when they changed the rules last.
Yeah, I can't remember. And Pete Alonso won that one. But at the same token, it just goes to show you, man. You want moments like that, but unfortunately, they're handcuffed by the commission. And it's a slippery slope. I hate it. And I hate that these high end commissioners like to ruin the rules because they think it betters the game, and it makes it worse.
For sure. I really think that. I really think that if they took the clock away from how they make decisions in baseball, especially for something like the All-Star game, the home run derby, pitching, just in any game, pitching should not have a time constraint. Before anybody attacks me, within reason.
Right. Within reason. There are some people actually, and strangely, my dad actually does like the pitch clock. Strangely,
that is very strange.
Yes, but it's I just found that very interesting from my dad. It was like, I'm like, what's your opinion on a pitch clock? He's like, I'm for it. I'm like, really? It's like very interesting.
I can see your face too, just like total deadpan.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Considering it's him. But let's get away from the All-Star game. Because we got more important fish to fry. We're gonna keep things going, and we're gonna talk about the standings.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep, and these standings are brought to you by one of our affiliate links, Fanatics. Unfortunately, Fanatics, being the only game in town to buy MLB, NHL, NBA, NFL, NASCAR, and WWE merchandise all in one
That's a lot of
hub.
merchandise.
That is a lot of merchandise and definitely a lot of carriers. But Fanatics is where you go to get all your fan apparel. I myself am a proud member of the Bills Mafia, and we know that preseason is coming up. So get yourself a jersey, get yourself a hat using our affiliate link in a Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts down below. And if you're excited about football just like we are, let me remind you that the Hard Count Season 3 is coming. Social Sports Bad Network is really proud to come back to football. It has been one of our bread and butter shows. So Ben and Cobra will be returning to deliver Season 3. Hopefully, Ricky will return. But we'll see what happens. So we're gonna get to the standings. We're definitely gonna get to the standings. And Kat, I want you to cover the AL East since it's just us two. We're still waiting on. Yep, we're still waiting on Ben and Tyler. Why do they have to do this to us?
It's a shame Tyler's not here because a certain team had an opportunity to go past the Baltimore Orioles recently, and they failed. So currently in the AL East, Baltimore has 58 wins and 38 losses for a winning percentage of .604.
However, their last 10, they're only won 3 of their last 10.
But I'd rather they get that kind of crap out of the way before the All-Star break and then come back strong. That would be nice. And then the Yankees are 58-40 with a .592. They're only a game back, but their next game is against Tampa Bay, and we all know how Tampa Bay can be. Boston has a win of 53 games and losses of 42 games. They are 4.5 games back, and before the All-Star break, they had won the last 7 of 10. Tampa Bay, who is going to be facing New York again here pretty soon, are right at 500 at 48-48.
Yeah.
And even their last 10, they're 5-5. So they are batting 500 all across the board. The Toronto Blue Jays are currently sitting at a .458 percentage with 44 wins and 52 losses, and they are 500 for their last 10 at 5 wins and 5 losses.
Nicely done, Kat. Now for the AL Central, we have the Cleveland Guardians, 58-37 with a better winning percentage than the Baltimore Orioles. 6-11. 6-11.
Yeah.
Yep. But their last 10 haven't been has been actually a little bit better than the Orioles as well. But they do need to step it up with a 4 out of the last 10. Then second, Minnesota Twins, 54-42, 4.5 games back, 6 of the last 10. Then you have the Kansas City Royals, 52-45, .536 win percentage, kind of N500 in their last 10. The Detroit Tigers are surging back, though, so Royals, be careful. 47 out of 50, .485 win percentage, 12 games back, but 8 of the last 10. And the Chicago White Sox. Yep, that's pretty much. Yeah, your type of response is pretty much how everyone treats them in the league. 27, 71, 276 win percentage. I think it's safe to say they are eliminated from the playoff hunt.
So. Yeah. This is not a race I want to be in. Like, who's the first to 100 losses? The Orioles have been in that race before, okay? But even at the Orioles' worst, the Chicago White Sox are still beating them to 100 losses. Like, I feel like this is going to be a record of how quick can a team get to 100 losses.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
Pretty much. Kat, if you would like to, I would like you to cover the top 3 of the AL West, and I will cover the bottom 3.
Ooh, perfect. So we've got the Seattle Mariners at 52 and 46. That's, winning percentage of .531. And they are at 500 for the last 10 games. Houston Astros are 50 and 46 for a .521. They're only 1 game back. Honestly, that game coming up on July 19th between Houston and Seattle, we might see 1 and 2 flip places on that one. And then Texas Rangers are 46 and 50 with a percentage of .479. And their next game is going to be in Baltimore.
And it looks like they're starting to surge as well, 7 of the last 10. Then you have the troutless Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles of Anaheim, California. 41 and 55, .427 win percentage, 10 games back, sitting at 500. And rounding at the bottom, we have the Oakland Athletics, 37 and 61, 15 games back, also 500 in their last 10 games. If only their ownership were better, I would say the future looks bright for you guys. But as of right now, it's not looking real bright.
No.
So I hate to say it. Good luck in Vegas. And now for the National League. If you don't mind, Kat, I'll cover these guys. I'll have you cover the NL Central, if that's okay.
Sure.
All right. So the best team in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies, 62 of 34, 646 win percentage, and 5 of the last 10. So, hovering right in the middle. Then. You have the Atlanta Braves, who are walking out the All-Star game still battered.
Yeah.
53 and 42, .558 win percentage, 8.5 games back, but 6 of the last 10. Not bad.
They are really not putting a lot of pressure on the Phillies, though.
Yep. And the team that is revving up their post mid-season collapse is Lowell Mets, reigning supreme across the land.
Yep, 12.5 games back.
12.5 games back, but they are 7 of the last 10 with a 49 and 46 record and a .516 win percentage. Then rounding out the bottom, you have the Washington Nationals. It's like you guys just can't catch a break. It's I want, there's some bright spots in this team, but there's also some hangover in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Miami Marlins trying to tell the White Sox to hold their beer by proving they're just as bad. 33 and 63, .344 win percentage, 29 games back, 3 of the last 10.
Man, 29 games back.
Yeah, oof. So now, Kat.
Milwaukee Brewers, one of our favorite teams to talk about. Have they had any brawls in the All-Star game? Any at all?
No? I definitely didn't see any.
We have heard about it though, so I guess not. But they're sitting at 55 and 42 with a 567 win percentage. They've only won 3 of their last 10, but they're going to Minnesota next, so they should have a cakewalk there. Next is the St. Louis Cardinals.
Right.
Cardinals. Okay. Whew. That.
Yeah. Wow.
It didn't sound right in my head for a second there.
I'm wondering why. So oof.
It's been a long week, okay? Did I mention that? It's been a long week. But the Cardinals are sitting at 50 and 46 with a 521 win percentage. They're only 4.5 games back. Like I don't think that they're that far back that they're out of contention for something big. Pittsburgh Pirates sitting
You're called the Steelers Super Bowl. You're called Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Pirates got the Super Bowl. We got the Super Bowl because the Yinzers demanded. Wave your tails, you motherfuckers.
Yes.
The Yinzer is drunk.
Yeah.
Yep, he's excited for Steeler football. You can't get right. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields got the Super Bowl.
Good Yinzer. Okay.
Yep.
Woo. But they're at 48 and 48.
Yep, they are. Now
Cincinnati Reds.
All right. Cincinnati Reds.
They are at 47 and 50 with a 485 win percentage. They're 8 games back. I mean, everybody else would have to do really badly for them to even get a wild card spot, but they're at 500 for their last 10.
By the way, I would like to apologize for the Yinzer. He is always drunk because, again, he's excited for preseason. He's excited for football to restart, and he's had way too many Iron City beers.
Somebody needs to stop buying those for him.
Hey, it's not me. I ain't buying him Iron City or even Yingling. Despite how much he asked me, I don't. That.
Okay, we'll blame your dad. Then
he's not even here.
Then we have the Cubs at 47 and 52 with a 475 percentage. They're 9 games back. I mean, compared to some of these other teams in the league, they're not all that far back. But
they're the best worst team. They're the best worst team.
Exactly.
And now we get
your most favorite team in all the land.
Yeah, look, all I gotta say is Mookie Betts is great, but famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani is overrated. The Los Angeles Dodgers, Rob Manfred's favorite team. 56 and 41, 577 win percentage, but they are taking a bit of a dive. 3 of the last 10. And surging right behind them. Holy shnikes.
Cannot believe this team.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are in second of the NL West. LFG, let's go. 7 of their last 10. They're only 6.5 games back of the Dodgers. Like, I did not expect. I expected the Diamondbacks to stay right in the middle.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Tylor finally shows up.
Tyler.
Sorry.
We say 8:00. You show up at 8:45. Wow.
I at least showed up this time. Anyway.
So now the San Diego Padres, 50 and 49, 505 win percentage, 7 games back. So they can. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't see this staying stagnant. Like, I kind of expect Arizona and San Diego to kind of flip back and forth.
I agree there.
I disagree with just San Diego and Arizona because the San Francisco Giants are behind them. They're only 47. They're only 47 and 50 with a 485 win percentage. 5 of the last 10. This this second place position could be musical chairs. Okay,
It really could.
Oh, yeah.
yes, and of course, rounding at the bottom is the Colorado Rockies. 34.
They're going to stay in the bottom.
I mean, at least they're not the White Sox.
Yeah, well, we just talked about them. But yeah, 34, 63, 351 win percentage, 22 games back, 4 of the last 10. It's not bad. But all I got to say is, Rockies fans, it's going to be a long season, so just light them up. Smoke weed every day.
It's legal in Colorado, so
It is legal. It is legal in Colorado.
Yes, it is.
So, Tyler, since you arrived fashionably late,
I arrived in the Camaro.
Yep.
Yinzer gave me a ride. Yinzer was stuck in traffic.
I thought I smelled Iron City beer. Before we get to talking to you about the All-Star game, I would like to thank another one of our lovely affiliates, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds.
Ooh, hell yeah!
They're
really good ones.
Yes. As you know, the Dirt and Turf podcast always tell you to grab your seeds and grab your gum. Well, guess what? Thanks to our affiliate link in our bio, wherever you get your podcasts, you can grab grab sunflower seeds that are changing the game. Forget your Davids, forget your Bigs. Why don't you try Smackin' with cinnamon churro, cheddar jalapeno, the OG, the OG flavor, and of course, dill pickle. You can also try. Yep, and you can all 6 of their lovely flavors in their sampler pack. And in fact, in limited batches, they do give you a 5-gallon bucket of seeds. So again, keep that in mind. But again, if you want to try a true American company that is changing the sunflower seed market, try Smackin'. The link, once again, is in our bio, wherever you get your podcast. So, Tyler, talk about us. I want to know what you thought about the home run derby, and do you think we need to change the outs? Do you think we need to go more outs, or we should keep it the same? I want to hear your opinions. The floor is yours.
So my opinion on it wasn't bad. I mean, it was a good show. It was other than the national anthem, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah, look, we've seen terrible national anthems. I mean, Roseanne Barr, anybody?
Oh my God. Anyway, other than that, I thought it was actually pretty awesome. I didn't really understand the format until the end, but I understood it. I thought I kind of liked it, actually, the way they did it. Because it goes between time and outs, and I actually really like that.
Right.
And it gives the batters more time to breathe.
Yeah, I always thought there should have been like some type of bit of a timed out rule for because batting is all about rhythm. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've always felt like that's always something to really keep in mind. And anything else you would like to add? Like the AL dominance on the NL once again. I mean,
I'm going to say it on here. This is and take it with your discretion. Basically, in the All-Star game, American League, the NL League and National League is AL's bitch when it comes to in terms of the All-Star game.
Pretty much. I mean, I just told Kat that the Oakland Athletics, if they weren't moving to Vegas, they have some potential at the closing pitcher position because their young guy. Wow,
oh my God!
Struck out Shohei. He struck him out.
No, did you see how nasty that slider was though?
Oh yeah.
I was literally was watching that game and I looked at the slider. I'm like, did that just say a 95 mile an hour? I literally looked at my buddy and did that just say 95 mile an hour slider?
Man. See, I haven't even gone that fast in a car. I said this earlier. I've never gone that fast in a car. and he's throwing sliders across the plate. That's insane to me.
Kat, just think about it. A typical slider is supposed to be 75 to 85 miles an hour. I mean, then you got a guy throwing 95 mile an hour slider.
Crazy.
That across the plate as fast as a fastball.
The Yankees are going to try and snatch him up.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah, exactly. Hands down. The other thing of, we need to, that's just facts. Whenever a small market club gets like this hot prospect, just expect things to get snatched up by the bigger clubs.
See, and like, to me, the Yankees are the biggest club in baseball, as much as I dislike them.
She's not wrong. We are the biggest club in the league. She's not wrong. I wish she was.
Which, yep. I feel like their whole scheme, shtick, whatever you want to call it, is that they find other players that other teams have developed, and then they take them either through waivers or trade deals or whatever. But the Yankees aren't the team that like has a giant farm system that they can, pull new players from and, do half the things that some of these teams are doing with bringing talent up.
Pretty much. I
wish there was some kind of, I don't know, some kind of rule that you had to have, your own farm system in place. But yet again, the Yankees just benefiting off of other people, like the Orioles farm system.
Kat, you wish in one hand, prepared to shit in any other.
I know. I know.
Yep. The Yankees are on Zach Britton.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So before we get to our final segment, which is the games of the weekend, we would like to thank, of course, one of our final affiliate. We're going to thank Duke Cannon Supply Company. Duke Cannon have been sponsored Dirt and Turf podcast very well this season. They have great fragrances, and especially since they have a brand new fragrance called Buck Moon.
Sweet.
Yep. It's definitely has a fragrance of vetiver and oak moss, so it's pretty nice. And not only that, shipping is free with orders over $50. And if you order over 55, you also get some facial lotion for the very significant man in your life, Kat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your husband would definitely love Duke Cannon.
You know I'm single, right?
Oh, oops. I apologize. My apologies. But yeah, but let me remind people that Cobra loves Duke Cannon, and Duke Cannon loves the Dirt and Turf podcast. So give our affiliate some love, and give us some love by clicking on your affiliate link down below, wherever you get your podcast. So now we are going to talk about our games of the weekend.
Woohoo!
All right, and by the way, a little bit of an update. The Diamondbacks have beat the Cubbies 5-2. The Phillies are beating the Padres 7-4. The Nationals are beating the Reds 8-1. The Yankees beating the Rays 5-1. The Tigers are barely beating the Blue Jays 3-2, top 7th. The Marlins are beating the Mets. The Guardians are beating the Padres. The Cardinals and Braves are delayed. The Orioles are beating the Rangers 4-1. The Royals are beating the White Sox. And the Rockies and Giants are playing. So, those are currently the games that are currently active right now. I am going to start, of course, Kat, Tyler, and then myself. That's how we're going to round this out. So, Kat, pick your 3 games. What games have you excited for the weekend?
I'm actually excited about Tampa Bay and New York.
Yeah,
see
I am
what's going to happen with them. Oh, but Tylor came on, so I won't say that one. Forget I said that one. I'm going to say San Diego and
San Diego and Cleveland.
Go away. Yes. Sorry, I had a notification that wouldn't go away for a second. San Diego and Cleveland. Of course, my Orioles.
Yep.
And
Orioles, Rangers.
I'm going to say Boston and LA.
Ooh, nicely done. Right. Tylor.
Well, obviously, since I'm going to go home team, I'm going to go to New York Yankees and Rays, because that's honestly a pretty good series. The Rays always have had our number the last 10 years.
Nice.
Right now, we're seeing.
It's funny that they usually have the Yankees and the Orioles numbers, but nobody else.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I'm looking at me going, ooh. I honestly am going back to go Blue Jays Tigers.
Nice. Yeah, that looks like that's going to be a back and forth affair. And your final game.
Ooh, this one's a tough. Honestly, this one's a tough one. Honestly,
there's a lot of good ones this weekend.
There is. I'm gonna have to go Cardinals and Braves. Honestly,
Nicely done. All right. So for me, I'm going to go with the Nationals and Reds. This is my fiance's team. She's a huge Natty fan, huge Washington sports fan anyway. But that's who she roots for. I'm going to say that's the game of the weekend I'm going to look forward to.
Sweet.
What's up?
Sweet.
What'd you say, Kat? Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm also going to go with the Battle of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Battle of Pennsylvania with Philly and Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that's not a bad one.
No, it isn't. Considering that it's always a slugfest between these two, especially considering that the Pirates, strangely, are actually decent. Weird.
Although they have Paul Skeens, one of the best pitchers in the league right now. He's a fucking rookie.
Yeah,
starting the All-Star. Dude, the kid pitched lights out in the All-Star game, dude.
Yep, and of course I am going to I'm going to definitely keep an eye on this division matchup as the trash tros, the battle, bring their trash cans into Seattle with the Mariners fans armed with solo cups, of course, attached to where a North Cup would be.
Well, you got to throw the solo cup somewhere. Why not throw them in the trash can?
Well,
yeah, exactly. Trash cans and solo cups. There we go.
Yeah, trash cans. Yeah, the battle of trash cans and solo cups. Will the Trash Tros use their trash can might to kick Seattle fans in the dick, or will those solo cups actually give some protection? Weirdly,
very weirdly.
Yep. But
if I were their mother, I'd be very disappointed.
Yeah, well, it's Seattle. They're always disappointments. But that is it for the Dirt and Turf podcast. Woo. Tylor, thank you for showing up late.
I feel like beer and exhaust because I had to get a ride from the intern from Pittsburgh.
Of course you did. We definitely want to give a special shout out to our affiliates: Bulletproof Coffee, Dr. Squatch, Sleeves, W Energy, Fubo TV, Century PC, Fanatics, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, and of course, Duke Cannon Supply Company. Once again, wherever you get your podcasts, click on our affiliates, show the podcast some love, because these affiliates are definitely going to stick with us, especially when football season comes around. Reminder, we only have 3 weeks to football season.
That is right.
And the hard count is coming back for season 3. So be prepared for that. Anywho. But that is it for the Dirt and Turf podcast. Once again, I am Cobra and Kat. And on behalf of Kat and Tylor, I thank you for coming. And I want to remind you all, Play ball.